Hello.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Borderlands 2. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw here with my character Gage.
I'm Lord Darkington. Let's kill some really low-level skags for no reason but for quests and achievements.
Yeah, pretty much. We have to kill Skrag to get their tongues. It's not 100% drop, but it's gotta be up to like 95, because I've only once or twice in 4 playthroughs of this quest not seen every single scab drop scab.
Man, those skags have no idea what I got planned for them. It's pretty much gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, those scabs.
Let me try this again. I have only seen like 2 times when a Skag did not drop a tongue, so the drop rate's gotta be really high. And that's all we're doing there. We got our 4 Skag tongues, we'll turn it in later. Now, we're doing a treasure hunt. Remember how we got the maps in the last video? We got the last piece of the map?
No.
Oh, well, the map takes us to Caustic Caverns, where we are now. And I'm aware a lot of the shooting is probably unnecessary, but I like to shoot things.
Now, people, I have to warn you, there's riddles for this, and they are Sphinx-worthy riddles.
Sphinx-worthy indeed. So you have to follow the clues, and you'll find a lever at each clue. The first clue on the list is under the acid-soaked railway.
Now, I'm going to throw you for a loop, people. It's underneath the railway that's inside the ocean of acid.
Now, to be fair, I get dark sarcasm because these are pretty easy clues, but at the same time, if you haven't played the game 3 times, 4 times like I have, and you've only been here to do a couple quests, several levels ago, you might honestly not know the zone well enough, and this could require some exploration. So I could kind of see that, but the clues themselves aren't hard once you just look at the objects.
Yeah, because the giant railway in the middle of acid isn't noticeable at all.
Well, this is the easiest one, that's why it's the first, because you can see it practically from the entrance. But yeah, it's right over here. I just wanted to clear the area for reasons of I felt like it. I'm not sure how I got up there. I guess a bubble knocked me up.
Yeah, the bubble knocked you off at the right time. It was hilarious.
Kind of confused me. I was kind of shaking, like, what the hell?
I know.
Anyway, for our second clue, we need to go to in the digger's shadow. Oh wait, that's the third clue, isn't it?
No. Nos, I know you're not good with math, but that's just not following the order.
Alright, next we're gonna do in the warehouse on the shore. Now, there's a huge...
Thank you.
There is a huge-ass warehouse. Kind of hard to miss, as it's got most of the Varkid population in this entire zone is in that warehouse. If you follow where we're going, which I'm trying not to turn around too much so you can see where I'm headed, but sometimes you gotta lob a grenade, you can literally see the warehouse. It's kind of hard to miss there in the distance.
Gosh, Nos, you're so slow.
I gotta shoot things. I'm compelled.
I shoot things too, but I'm still faster than you. You don't hop. That's what I'm noticing. You do not hop. It's FPS Rule 101. You hop everywhere.
Bunny hopping is the way of the noob.
That's the way of the master, Nos.
Oh, is that how it works? My whole life is a
Yes.
lie.
It is.
Anyway, I'm just clearing these out because I guess to add video links, I really didn't want to add another quest to this video that would be in another zone because we have to span this entire zone anyway. So we're just shooting things.
You just felt like killing things, didn't you?
I wanted to shoot things. I'm not sorry.
Alright. I got a new shotty from that chest. Fun times.
Yep, and your switch is right here. We're on the warehouse, as they mentioned. You can see the acid shore directly behind us. Pretty simple clue, really. Anyway, our next one now is in the digger's shadow. Now, this one, I would not fault somebody if they actually had a little trouble with, because you have to know what they mean by...
I would.
Well, you would, but you're an asshole.
I am an asshole.
But anyway, you have to know what they mean by the digger to get this one. Because there is an object that definitely qualifies for the title of digger, and it does produce a shadow, so when you put that together, it's easy. The trick is putting that together.
Like, yeah, it's not a giant machine in the distance at all.
You are such a snide person.
It's like, the only thing that could qualify as a digging device is like, no, that could be it.
That can't be the only thing in the whole zone you could use to dig. I mean, this was a mine, for Christ's sake.
No, that's the only thing intact that would produce a shadow large enough to qualify.
Well, okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, wormhole threshers. No matter what level you are, they will always be annoying.
Man, I guess you guys can't just see the digger. I'm just confused where it could be. Man, I think I'm thrown for loops, Nos.
It's quite stunning, I know. I do show off the digger. I get a good view of it in a second. I just wanted to
You
clear
got
the
several
area.
good views without even trying, Nos. Don't
Well, I want
lie.
a better view.
And I shot in the face.
Anyway, that's the digger. You see that giant-ass digging device that only had the giant saw blade in the sky that's only purpose is to make a hole in the ground? Yeah, that's a digger.
No, I don't believe that at all.
If you go over here, you can clearly see that it makes a large shadow on the ground. So in the digger's shadow is a switch.
And don't worry about the sun, it won't affect the shadow at all.
The last one, if you had not done the quest here before, would actually be hard in my opinion. Because the only way you would know that the last clue is about is if you had heard the audio tape based around it in a previous quest in Caustic Caverns.
Which, if you're doing this quest, you're probably already doing all the quests, to be fair.
Likely, yes. But yeah, the last one is Within Doll's Bloody Sixth. Now, if you remember your audio tapes back when we were hunting Blue,
I don't.
he doesn't, but there was an uprising between the miners and the guards here over the, I believe the polite term would be harvesting of the crystals of the large chrysalid things.
It's not really harvesting if they're dead afterward.
Okay, the slaughter of crystal things.
Yeah, that works.
Anyway, the exact room where the fight went down, you actually go to and get an audio tape, and there are, well, I only count 5, but supposedly there are 6 corpses in that room. So, Doll's Bloody Sixth, it's right through this doorway. This one, really not that hard if you did the quest. If you didn't do the quest, then I don't know how you'd figure this out besides getting lucky.
Series of logics.
Well, process elimination, you could technically find it just by brute force, but it'd probably take a while.
Because this place is so huge.
Oh yeah, so huge. Anyway, count the corpses with me. 1 right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Wait, how do you count 5? I only saw 4 there.
1.
I counted 4 in the big pile and 1 guy in the corner. That's 5. Are you saying there's 5 in this pile over here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
I only count 4. Maybe I'm not counting the skulls. Maybe I should be.
I'm counting the rib cages.
Oh, that would work too. Yeah. I don't know. I only count 4, but I'm probably just missing it. I only have an eye for detail when there's guns involved, apparently.
Well, one of them is off to the side onto the left. Just a tiny bit off.
Well, whatever. The point is there's supposedly 6 dead bodies in there. That's what you need to know. And hey, look, a new gun that Dark dropped to get a different gun, and I thought it was a new shiny gun and got excited.
Nerd.
I later on figure out what the deal with that is. So I think I might have done that off screen.
Man, I wonder what this red text is. These don't randomly drop for enemies. Why does it have red text?
That is not true. You can get a red tech weapon from a random enemy. It is a low chance, but it can happen.
It can, but it wasn't the one that we picked up, so ha.
Well, that wasn't one, but I'm saying it could have happened. If I see red text on the ground, that doesn't mean it was one of yours.
It just means it's high probability.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's more likely that you just threw a gun away than it actually got something shiny.
I got some for everybody.
Oh, if I didn't mention it and you haven't clicked on your own, the enemies in this zone do scale up to level 28. I believe the max level they scale to when you get
The
this
loot does
quest.
also, so which is nice.
Yeah, the loot does go up too, and that is nice, but I didn't find anything good. Except the quest reward here.
I found good shit.
That was going to be the most epic moment in the whole LP, when I went jumping onto a moving elevator to escape, and then a wormhole thresher. A wormhole thresher ruined everything.
On your feet, soldier.
Well, Nas, don't you know the true meaning of terror?
The wormhole thresher?
Don't you know the true meaning of terror?
The wormhole thresher. That is the true meaning of terror.
No, it's having hope and having it stripped away instantly.
Darkness, are you attempting to quote,
I don't know. I don't even remember what I'm trying to quote. I just know it's a quote that was badass.
I know what you're trying to quote and you're doing it all wrong.
Am I doing it all wrong? Am I? I wouldn't know, would I?
You're trying to quote Fate Stay Zero. The quote was, and it was pretty badass, he said, "There are multiple degrees of fear, some are more fresh than others. To have genuine hope, the freshest of fears at that moment when it is taken away." That is what he said.
The audience probably already can tell I have a huge as shitty grin just while you're saying all that.
Did you do all that just to make me quote that anime? Was that like
Yep.
so what do you gain from that master plan?
Well, it has a huge smile on my face, so I don't know. That's good enough for me.
Okay, good enough for me then. Anyway, you could not take this elevator up here until you did this quest. Now that we're here, well, we can just pull this lever to find the hidden stash that we went through a hell of a lot of work to get. But first, mindless violence, because I don't like the Queen of the Swarm. I feel that I should be the Queen of the Swarm.
Or the king.
No, the King's fine.
Usually a couple knights spawn here also, but you're pretty much guaranteed a king and a queen.
More or less, yeah. It is, it's, I guess, the primary nest for these spider ant motherfuckers.
Yeah, guaranteed a awful big guy. No boss battle for this, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, it's fine.
There's enough of them that I'd call it a good fight. I'm trying to shoot under him to hit the abdomen, and I'm not doing a very good job.
Why don't you do what, like the pros and jump over it and shoot at his ass?
I don't know. Anyway, let's turn this quest in. Here we get, well, in my case, a pretty good gun. I mean, I like this gun regardless, but, it does have some gimmicks. I'm going to demonstrate it real quick, because the whole video went to get this one gun, so I can at least show it to you, right?
Man, I don't think they can figure out what the dodge this gun's gimmick is.
Well, you see, you can dodge it. That's me realizing that was Dark's old gun.
Silly noob.
Yeah, dodge this means the bullets curve towards enemies. It is only a slight curve. It is quite dodgeable. You can't just fire up in the air and hope to hit somebody, but, I mean...
I don't know, it's not a homing thing, but it's like, it's enough that, yeah.
It'll help. If you're gonna miss, it could make the difference. The other big gimmick about this gun is it cannot, as you just saw, break loot containers that are, like, basically piles of shit loot. Can't break them. My guess of why it cannot break them would be because, when you fire the bullet, well, you're going to see here, I actually have a chance to demonstrate it very briefly on this enemy. Okay, I fire a few bullets nearby. I edited that a little closer than I meant to.
Ha, nerd.
I'll demonstrate next time.
Hey, why are you giving me all these bloody body limbs that I no way asked for? Please take these $100 bills as a sign of my disgust. So, yeah, funny story. Those projects I was working on, well, they're kind of, loose. Do me a solid and get rid of them, would you? You know, if you really think about it, this is kind of your fault.
Yeah, Nos.
It is my fault. Anyway, I'll demonstrate that gun next time. Apparently I edited that closer than I realized when I started saying that statement. So, for now, I am Nosgard Silverclaw, here with my character Gage. Dark? Dark?
I wish I had more warriors like you. Between us, the rest of these slabs are kind of useless.
That's the main quest. We'll deal with that later.
Good luck, Slab. Mordecai, he'll help you get into the Nexus.
Yeah, they don't expect you to turn the quest in here. That's why they gave you the intercom. Well,
Hey, Slab.
apparently Dark doesn't want to...
Later, nerds!